On the retail side, right, on the kind of services to people, we need to make sure that the users of downtown is kind of this regional attractor. It is the place where bus transfers happen, unlike any other place. Oakland is second, downtown is first. So you know, there is a market momentum to serve people at a variety of different levels. So you know, at the end of the day, downtown is not an organism, right? Downtown might actually be a patchwork of 5 or 6 places, some that don't have identity yet. And so how that unfolds and what the market forces are there are important to figure out how to mature. And I agree with Bernie, not making kind of moves that are efforts at displacing or pushing out is one you gotta have that on the tip of your brain. Right?
You said market forces. Do you want to throw it in or anything?
No.
Okay, good. I've
No,
got
no.
a question for you. So, I'm curious. Are there any Coro fellow people here, former, current?
Well,
A couple thinking about it.
we're not fellows, but we're in Coro related.
Affiliates.
Right. You have the literature at your house.
You're not
Yeah.
the Coral Center for Civic
Yeah, the
Leadership
secret,
is
right, the
one
secret,
of
the
our
black book
country's
of Coro,
principal
yeah.
leadership development programs, and
Right.
we're blessed to have a branch here in Pittsburgh
Thanks.
that houses
So,
the best and the brightest, as well as normal people.
as well as my godson. So, I want to ask you, because there's a book written by a guy at Coro, Gray Crowley, called Politics of Place, I can't remember. And what he said was, look, what saved the merchants and the property owners in fifth floors was that they had this other plan. They had their own approach to how they were going to redress it. Do you think that that's true? And if not, what do you think? Why was this different? Did the merchants just wait out the city when that hasn't happened in so many? I mean, in so many cases in Pittsburgh, people just got steamrolled by the city government. Why did that not happen here? Do you think?
Well, there's a couple of things. Tom Murphy is a very capable, adept elected official and politician. Well, I guess he's not anymore. So it ain't like he was stupid, but something about not just the substance, but the timing of Fifth Forbes, coming as it did after he basically rammed down the throats of the city of Pittsburgh, 2 of the largest capital investments at their expense imaginable, 2 stadia that nobody wanted, that we had a public vote to say, like, how much do we want this? This much! And yet he made a point of going to the legislature and, without their knowledge, foisting upon them a deal to pay for them, which totally pissed off the legislature. So imagine then saying, okay, now that I've done this great thing, what I'm going to do is take the central business district of our fair city, which, if you listen to people from Pittsburgh, if you listen to the people who grew up here, there are still amazing, close, fond memories of time spent in this central city. Working here, coming down here Thursday night to shop, light up night, don't even get me started. Like, these things really mean something, and that plan pushed a button that had a reaction that I think he could have never anticipated. But, that being said, and it also, it didn't piss off the usual suspects either. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I was sitting right next to a guy from, what is it, the Allegheny Institute?
Allegheny Institute of Public
Yeah, like the total right-winger, and like he'd be like, how's the vast left-wing conspiracy going? I'm like, I don't know, how's it going over there on the fascist end of things? And, we were working together, it was great. We both like had a common shared goal. But we did also have a plan. We developed that plan. There was Plan A, which was the mayor's plan. Plan B was Arthur Ziegler getting, got shit tons of money and saying like, well, let's do it this way. And they were battling architectural renderings. One was a developer, another was a developer. And then there was this hillbilly Main Street plan that basically Patty Maloney and 5 businesses scraped together like 5 nickels and said like, all right, let's put it together. Mainly volunteer. You did, yeah, and Bernie took a lead in like putting the junk together. Some of our friends, because you have to have architectural renderings to have anything, like, did the renderings and stuff. And if you want to, I have culled through dead technology. I found a zip drive that I haven't used in like 8 years.
Nice.
Found the file. I haven't seen this thing in 7 years. But my guess is that there were a lot of things in here that actually ended up happening. So we can, but turn around, look at the date on that, Bernie.
I'm afraid.
2000.
No, April 17th, oddly enough. So this was a presentation that we put together just to say we actually do have a plan. We presented this to, it wasn't the collaborative, it was the downtown consensus group. It was the downtown consensus group. They were basically, the mayor said, here's the plan. Then he got together a bunch of group folks to shill the plan, and he called it a
No, that was the collaborative.
well, whatever. It was Solid's thing. Solid and that
It was the
preacher.
collaborative.
All right, so anyways, we had to fight. Jim Furlow essentially like locked himself into a room and said like, no, these guys have to be able to present this thing to the Allegheny Conference, which we did. And this is the plan that we presented. So it was this Main Street thing, and that's what we were doing. We said, well, you have this example on the south side, on Carson Street, that is, you know, you keep talking about world class. This is an exemplar that's being replicated in different parts of the country. We should just use this Main Street concept.